Hello, F4 lovies. I thought I'd send a video. It's just easier than typing all this out. So first of all, this message that this guy sent, the general message is good. Let's connect with Mother Earth. Let's connect with its energy and spend more time in nature and respecting Mother Earth. And that is so healing and helps us connect with our intuitive self. His other message is also meditate more and all of that, and that's great. Those are good. But the three things he talked about have factual base, but is very misleading. So first of all, he said we're at a it's going to peak. We're in a solar maximum. That's true. The solar cycles. So the sun has 11-year cycles, and we go into like a 3 or 4 years, it will be in a maximum. We've been in a maximum since 2022. It peaked, the solar maximum peaked in energy in last year, 2024. Now we're coming down, and then we're going to move into a solar minimum, which means less solar flares. Those are coronal mass ejections from the sun. When we have more coronal mass ejections from the sun, we're in a solar maximum. They create space storms, so that can be there's different classes, a G class or M class. There's the X class solar flares are the biggest and create the biggest storms, which are the auroras borealis, the northern lights. We definitely feel this energy when there are huge solar flares and space storms. I feel literally spaced. I feel tired and wired and funny, and things happen. I've been tracking space weather for 15 years now. I recommend doing it. Just see how you feel with different space weather that happens. It's just spaceweather.com. Just every couple times a week, check in with it and see what's going on in space weather. And it gives you all the facts. It is not going to reach a maximum on October 30th that he said, so that is misleading. The truth is October 30th is a cross-quarter day. So, you all have heard me talk about about the equinoxes and solstices, and I've talked about cross-quarter days. Those are the halfway points between the equinoxes and solstices. And those are very auspicious times as well. And our ancestors have known that for thousands of years. They've known that the veil is thinner. It's like May 2nd or February 2nd. Yeah, early May, and then it's the first week somewhere like August 3rd, and then we have usually October 31st. And these were called, the Imbolc and Beltane and the Sambal, and I don't know. Liz, you probably know more about this than us, but those are powerful times. The way the earth is spinning and turning, it does open up and make shifts to the earth's magnetic field, which, yes, he said is weak, and it has been at a weak point for decades and getting weaker. We don't know when it's going to peak weakness or what it leads to. I am not an astronomer or a physicist or a specialist in that information. I do know that when the earth's magnetic field that is affected, it affects sonar, it affects power grids. We do have power outages, and it affects our own internal GPS, and we can feel a little off and funny, and sensitive, but it's a time that we can download. So positively, every time we have a super full moon, or we have an eclipse, or we have these equinoxes, solstices, and cross-quarter days, it does affect the Earth's magnetic field, and for a few days before and after, we're more open, which is great. The solar flares also affect our sensitivity. And we also have these Neptune transits going on right now, which heighten our sensitivity. What he doesn't address is all this heightened sensitivity, 99% of the world cannot handle it. And what it feels like is overwhelm, anxiety, and victimhood, and dark night, and hiding, and fear. It doesn't feel like stepping into your power. So it is important that we connect with nature and meditate and have time in stillness. It doesn't have to be meditation, but connect with our inner source, our higher self, and calming our nervous system, breath work, all those things. He talks about this planet, his number 2 point, so exciting. This planet that's come in and blah, 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 and is going to be closest to the sun, but he says it's so quick, I had to rewind it a couple times. This planetary body, which is likely an asteroid or a comet, is most likely a comet, came into our solar system. They're not sure exactly when, but they spotted it in July. With all of our satellites now and the technology, I'm sure it hasn't been there that long. Things come in and out of our solar system all the time and have from the beginning of time, but now we have the technology to track it and maybe learn a little bit more about it. So it is interesting to see how that affects us as well. This has nothing to do with October 30th, though. It's going to move in closer to Earth until December, and then they anticipate it will move away again. What else did he say? Is there anything else I need to address? I don't know. That's it. Spaceweather.com. Look at it. Check out space weather. That does affect us. Cross-quarter days are super potent, so it's actually October 31st for us. He talks about universal time, but yeah. So the days before and after, yeah, it is auspicious. What drives me crazy is when people put posts out like this, like with the 8/8, the Lionsgate portal, and this one, it's like it sets up everyone with these expectations that, it's like this immature child. I'm going to make a wish and I'm going to, manifest and everything's going to happen and I'm going to be rich and I'm going to meditate and become super psychic. But, Julie, like this is work. This doesn't happen on a portal and you suddenly get zapped and you're a psychic medium or, you get rich and wealthy or whatever. But, we all need to have our spiritual practice, connect with Mother Earth. Those are good messages. I love you all, and you are my tribe, and I'm so happy I have you in my life. And I don't know, maybe we need to share our own messages in a more positive way around this kind of thing. Love you, and happy birthday, Susan.